Singapore is the only place in Asia with known active Zika transmission. The virus has been detected in almost 300 people in the past 2 weeks, and the affected areas are spreading. Mira Liu has the story.
Zika can cause serious birth defects when pregnant women are infected. It is primarily spread by the Aedes mosquito. Since the first locally transmitted infection was reported on August 27th, Singapore has waged war against mosquitoes. Hundreds of specialist workers conduct island-wide inspections for mosquito breeding grounds, spray insecticide and clear stagnant water. Residents of homes where mosquito breeding hotspots are found can be penalized. But almost daily downpours, average temperature of 30 degrees Celsius, large green areas in a populated urban setting make Singapore a hospitable area for mosquitoes.
I think eradicating Aedes mosquito is not a eradication. I think will be extremely difficult. I think all we can aim for is controlling the Aedes population. And unfortunately, it has been very efficient and efficient in an urban setting, in terms of its breeding. So I think that's our difficulty. And it does breed and replicate faster in a tropical climate.
Governments of Australia, South Korea, the UK and the US, as well as authorities in Hong Kong and Taiwan, have issued travel warnings for visitors to Singapore. Neighboring Malaysia and Indonesia have stepped up protective measures, introducing thermal scanners at airports and border checkpoints. China has announced that it will offer Zika screening for travelers from Singapore and other affected countries. If Zika is here to stay, how bad will it hurt Singapore's already stagnant economy?
To be frank, we think the impact on Singapore tourism and the economy as a whole will really be marginal at worst. One of the more important points that one has to consider with Zika virus is that it's not actually a very infectious or a particularly lethal disease. So we don't actually expect a lot of tourists to back out of their plans to visit Singapore. And so far, the information that we've seen from hotels and tourism groups has suggested that this is the case.
The upcoming Singapore Grand Prix, scheduled just a week from now, will be the key event to watch for any effect on the travel industry here. The organizers say the preparation for the world's only night race is well on track. Singapore tourism officials say it's still premature to consider any impact on the sector, citing Singapore is still a safe travel destination. Mira Liu, CCTV, Singapore.